Again, to find these critical numbers, we're going to begin with the derivative. So the derivative of this function, oh look, there is an outside, there is an inside. We're going to need the chain rule. So 2 times the cosine, drop the power down to 1, though we don't normally write that. Now the derivative of the inside, and the derivative of cosine is negative sine. As for the next term, the derivative of this cosine is a negative sine. Okay, so to clean it up a little bit, we've got negative 2 cosine x sine x. Take away the sine x. We're going to set this equal to 0 and solve for those critical numbers. Now we're only looking on the interval 0 to 2 pi, not including those endpoints, which cuts down on our work here. So we got negative 2 cosine x sine x minus sine x equal to 0. Let's take out a GCF. And you know, I don't really care for starting on the negative. We're going to factor out a negative sine x. That's going to be negative sine x. When we take it out, we're left with changing all the signs. 2 cosine x plus 1. Set that equal to 0. Now set the individual factors equal to 0. The opposite of the sine of something is 0. 2 times the cosine of something plus 1 is 0. We'll divide by this negative 1, but 0 divided by anything is still going to be 0. We'll move this 1 to the other side with subtraction, undo multiplication with division. So we're looking back for the places on the unit circle where y is going to be 0. And we're looking for the places on the unit circle where x is going to be negative a half. However it is that you do that, whether it's through memorization, understanding, or calculation, well, inverse sine, or the arc sine of 0, that would be 0 radians, 0 degrees. It would also be pi radians, 180 degrees. It would also be 2 pi, or 360 degrees. And for that matter, it would be any whole pi. But recall that we're only looking between 0 and 2 pi, and we're not including those endpoints. So I'm going to scratch this from our list of things to look at. Scratch that. Now then, on the other side, the places on the unit circle where the x value is going to be negative on half has to be in quadrants 2 and 4, where x is negative. And however it is you know that, memorization, understanding, calculation, well, our answers are 2/3 pi, or 120 degrees, and 4/3 pi. Of course, we could add a full circle or subtract a full circle from those angles and get coterminal angles, but they wouldn't be on the interval 0 to 2 pi. So what we found is that we have critical numbers at x equals pi, 2/3 pi, and 4/3 pi. That's the end of the story for now.